how far is a 5K?
Too far for me to run.
I'm thinking that a 5K is about 3 miles or a little less.
Alrighty.
About that. Maybe a little less.
Alrighty. So.
How'd I do?
5K. So like 5 kilometers.
That's
how
how
in miles.
How far in miles?
Have any idea?
Oh gosh.
Just guess.
10?
0.5 miles?
3.1 miles.
Okay.
The distance of one 5K is 5.3 times 10 to the negative 13th light years.
What do you think a 5K is?
As far as running, I think that's what it has to do with. I'd say 5K is, I just have no idea, 5 football fields worth.
Okay.
How far is a 5K? 3.1 miles.
And the bass keeps running, running, and running, running. Running, running, and 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 running, running, and. In this context, there's no disrespect, so when I bust my rhyme, you break.
Hello, my name is Caleb Lancaster, and I'm going to run a 5K.
Is this your first time ever running a 5K?
Yes.
Okay, I'm here with Natalie Settle. Will this be your first time running competitively?
No.
What does running this race mean to you?
I want to get physically fit, and so I can have the mentality that I can actually run a 5K.
Okay, what does running this race mean to you?
It helps with my confidence, letting me know I'm still in shape after not running in high school, so I enjoy running. And it does relieve stress, because whenever I'm really pissed off, I go for a long run, I feel better. Well, sometimes I go too hard, so that's why I can take a nap right after, but I mean, I feel more alive afterwards, yes.
What do you think the training will be like for this 5K?
I think it'll be pretty difficult.
You ever trained for anything like this before?
No.
How do you think the training will go for this race?
I mean, I train all the time, so I guess it's going to stay the same.
So you think it'll be pretty easy, you'd say?
Not easy, but I mean, something I'm used to.
Describe in detail your daily or weekly training schedule.
Well, normally I will run 2 times a week, probably 2 miles or so, and then me and Ryan will go play racquetball one day, and then the rest of the time is spent studying.
Describe in detail like your daily or weekly training schedule. Like, how does that affect your life, like socially and like school-wise and everything?
I make it a point to plan exercising in my day. A lot of my friends make fun of me. They're like, I wish I was motivated like you, but it's really not that hard. I mean, Sundays are long runs, Mondays run and lift, and then Tuesday, Wednesday, same deal, and then Thursday kind of take it a little easy, and then Fridays are like tempo runs for like 3 miles, and then Saturday's a rest day, so I think it's important.
My name is Jordan King. I'm a sophomore now here at UK.
Do you still run today?
Yeah, I try to continue running just because it's a good stress reliever. It's a way to get away from all of the worldly things and just be by myself, think about what's going on, just to get things off of my mind and clear my head about everything. And also I feel like I've accomplished something, being able to go out on my own, and just that feeling of being able to push yourself further than you thought was possible. It's just that intrinsic feeling, really.
Hi, my name's Kenny Hamilton. I'm 50 years old. I'm from Atlanta, Georgia, and running is my primary form of exercise. I love doing it. I've been doing it since I was in high school, and it's just easy for me, and I love doing it. If I run long enough, I forget that I'm running, and sometimes I can get very happy when I'm running, and sometimes I get very sad if I but in a good way. It's very. I think about things. It's sort of a stress reliever, but I pray sometimes when I run, and I think about my family and my mom and dad, and so mentally, yeah, it helps me a lot. And sometimes I don't want to go. Sometimes I don't want to go run, but then when I do, I always feel better.
My motivation for running is, one, it is a huge stress relief for me. It keeps me active, keeps me able to have the energy with this little one that I'm pushing around, and I just like the overall benefit that it does for my health.
Money for the kids, wonderful cause, Dance Blue, big fan of that. In general, it's so I feel good about myself, look good, and I can eat whatever I want.
I run because it's a great de-stressor and it's a great way to stay in shape.
I'm Alexander, and I like running because it makes me feel good afterwards, get a great workout, feel great.
I'm Alicia Rogers, and I like to run because I'm a nursing student and it's the only way to de-stress. I started running my sophomore year of college. I got extra credit to run in a 5K, and so I did it, and I'm getting ready to run Susan G. Pullman in 2 weeks.
You don't need any fancy equipment. You don't need a gym membership or anything like that. You just need a pair of tennis shoes, and you just go out and run.
So, what first got you into running?
My 6th grade year in my elementary school, we had a new cross-country program, and I decided I'd give it a whirl, and I ended up being pretty decent at it. I scored top 10 in all the races, and the elementary school coach continued coaching in middle school, and so she really got me into running and kept me running in the Meade County program.
When did you first become interested in running?
I started running when I was probably just out of high school. When I was in college, me and my sisters and my brother-in-laws would run in races on weekends just for a social thing, just for something fun to do together.
Describe what got you started with running. Was it a person or event?
When I was younger, they called me Speedy, and so after that, I just kind of loved to run. So, ever since I was little.
Could you describe what got you started running?
I would say that Ryan actually got me started running because he used to ask me if I wanted to go running all the time, and I kept telling him no, but he kept asking for some reason, and I eventually went with it.
All right, was there any particular event that made you decide, hey, I enjoy this?
No, not really.
Well, I just beat my record. So before it was 21:45, now I got 21:31.
If you're lost in your home, or you're sinking like a stone, carry on. May your path be the sound of your feet upon the ground.
So Caleb, how do you feel after running your first 5K?
I feel terrible.
Terrible?
Yeah.
Did you train harder?
Yeah. Absolutely.
Why didn't you?
Lazy.
Okay. Fair enough. But are you glad you did it?
Yes.
Well, good. Good job.
Throughout the making of this documentary, we as a team have learned that intrinsic motivation is most beneficial when running. And as college students, running definitely has its benefits. Stress relief, exercise, stress relief, clearing your mind, stress relief, You get the idea. So what's your excuse before you run? Get out and go.